Hey everybody, welcome back to Fixing Things. Today, we're back on the bed so we can restore my old F600 truck. So on this bed is tore up. I mean, it's jack tore up. And when I bought the truck for $500 to use it for parts, I couldn't tell that the bed was this bad. It didn't look that bad sitting in the field. But it's what I got, so that's what I'm gonna use. The outside of the bed is not too bad. It's actually pretty solid. But here, you can see, it's rough. So today, we're gonna fix the front side of this bed, this rusty old bed, on this episode of Fixing Things with Pastor Bill. Stay tuned to see how I did it. You might learn something, or you might teach me something. Let's get with it. So here we are looking down, and you can see how bad the rust is here. I mean, it's everywhere. Now, this whole section of bed, we're ripping out. We're gonna, at the seam, we're gonna cut it all the way around and drop this thing out of here. But before I cut all this out, I gotta make sure this bed's not gonna fall apart. So this first rail here, which is completely full of dirt, and it's pretty rusted. It's a pretty thick piece of steel, and from this side it feels solid, but I think it only feels solid because it's packed with dirt. So I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut, I don't know. Yeah, we're just gonna cut it and get it out of here, I think. No, I can't cut it and get it out of here yet. I gotta replace it first. So before I can cut it and get rid of it, I'm gonna have to replace it and get the bed supported first, because that's holding up this side of the bed rail. Not only that, it's sitting on my stand. Now, that's not a problem. I can move that thing back to hold it up somewhere else. The problem is, I don't think that bed will hold it up. It was sketchy standing on it. I thought for any second I was gonna fall through. I got a tension on this. This was pushed out all the way to here. And I did some tapping on it, and if I let it back out, it's gonna come back. So I wanna get this piece here so I can take this piece off. So it's still bowed out. I got a lot of tension on it. So I think the first thing we'll do is get this piece of the bed in its right perspective. I got so much tension on it, it's pulling away from the back side corner here. You can see that. And it's doing the same thing on this side. That needs to come back. And so what we'll do is after we get this thing straightened, we'll spot weld this thing back on both sides. And that'll be a start. And then we're gonna work on this bottom section. So we're gonna repair this whole thing. Not only that, we're gonna get it ready for a winch, because this is gonna be part of the me-haul truck, and the me-haul truck is a work truck. It ain't a show truck, it's a work truck. It's days we're working really, really hard or over, but we may have to do some recovery work, go get equipment and do something. And I like to have a winch on the back of the truck to be able to pull stuff up into the back of the truck. So this bed is going to be made for working. So I'm not going to get it 100% perfect, but it's going to be a lot better than it is right now and tougher than the original bed when it's done. So let's get started on it. So this is the part of the bed that backs up to, on a pickup truck, the cab of the truck. So the cab of the truck would be sitting right here. And people say, well, you're not going to really see that. Well, on my truck, it's going to be about, could be 6 feet away or 4 feet away or 5 feet away from the cab. So this is going to be exposed. So all this has got to be painted. This got to look decent. It ain't going to be perfect. This has got to look decent. And this got hit really hard. Now I got a lot of tension. There's a lot of tension on this right now. And there's a heavy crease in this metal right here. So I'm gonna take my Harbor Freight toolkit thing, hammers and dollies, and we're gonna see if we can't work this dent out. By taking the crease out, it will allow the tension to get back to normal. And by using this, it's already getting looser. By using the strap, put the tension on it where it needs to be, because this thing was hit this way, so we want the tension to go back the other way. So I got a block of wood on this side, barely hitting on. And I got a block of wood on this side. And we're gonna see if we can't close this gap up with the C-clamp. Looks like it's doing something, right? All right, that looks good. I think we'll take a dolly and hammer and kind of straighten out some of this, it'll take some of the stress out of it. And see if we can't get that back into shape a little bit. This side's got a pulled out. Because this is where we lifted the bed off the truck and the bolts didn't want to let loose, so it put a lot of tension on it. So I need to beat that back down, but now it's on top of this metal, so we're gonna have to pull it in. All right, now that we got it all welded up, we can beat this corner back around. All right, let's take our ratchet straps off and see how we did. Just a hair. But this thing was pushed out almost an inch, and now we're tight. The bed is secure here. It wasn't secure before. Probably once I get this back down to where it's got to go. Let's start working on this bottom. On this bottom, we got a lot of metal to cut out. And we're going to be putting it back with some brand new metal. Plus, we're going to be building a support piece for the winchy thingy. All right, now we got the top supported. And we'll just go ahead and cut all this garbage out. I marked the floor level on the outside so we know what to build a new piece to. There's got to be 10 pounds of dirt fell out of that thing. All right, let me sweep that up, put that in the trash, and we'll start seeing what we need to get this thing right. My wife says there ain't nothing sexier than a man that's cleaning. So I'm gonna record this so she can see that I do clean every once in a while. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of dirt. See, Carol? I do clean. Love you, baby. Right now I got that cross support out of there. Need to clean this up a little bit. Now we'll try fitment on that piece of steel. That's going to work good. Then I'll clamp it in place where it needs to go. And there ain't nothing here to support it. The decking boards will be sitting on this piece of board right here anyways. So we'll clamp it here and clamp it here. Then we'll build the support that goes onto this. All right, it's all put together. Now it's time to lift the bed up, move the sawhorse, and see if it can support the weight. Looks solid. I think that's going to be it for today. I don't know, maybe I'll just take a break. What I got to do next is everything. Got to cut the bed out. That was a lot of work. So it's 2.5 by 2.5 by 6 foot-ish piece of steel, same kind of steel that's in the building here. It's pretty heavy duty, a lot heavier duty than the stuff that was in the truck. You can push it by hand, the other stuff. This stuff is pretty tough. And this piece of metal here is also thicker than the steel that is in the bed. Well, some of the steel that's in the bed. It's a piece of super strut for building commercial buildings and stuff. Cool stud. I gotta drink me some water. All right, took like a 10-minute break. Moved the meat haul truck back after my wife cut the grass. It's time to cut the bed out. Probably gonna do most of it with Sawzall and the 4.5 inch grinder. So my plan is I'm gonna lift a part of this metal in here to help keep the structure here for now anyways. But we're gonna gut the bottom out, probably do it in a couple sections. That way it's not gonna knock the truck off the sawhorses. Yeah, I got it on the stand. I just lifted it up on the sheet metal. It wasn't that heavy. All right, we'll probably put this on time lapse for you. It's gonna be one of those long and boring things. Cut this thing out. Look at my face. No, I didn't do any work today. Oh, I'll go give my wife a big kiss now. What do you think? Think she'll kiss me? All right, let's see what I got done. That's a lot of work for one day. All right, so we got the support in. We got it all stitched in. Got this metal stitched in twice in 2 places, and we got it stitched to the support beam. Still gonna be patching these, but we can do that when we get it on the me-haul truck. So all this is gonna be wood floors in here. Now that I got this up in the air, I can do some more supporting up in here. I wanna put a upright piece that goes up in here and hooks to the support there. I don't know if you can see it. Probably do some more stitching in here. This piece of metal is about shot. And do the same thing. We want to put a piece of metal right through here that's gonna anchor those things even more. I mean, it's secure, but man, I'm hot and tired. I think I'm just gonna sweep a little bit, and that's gonna be it for today. Matter of fact, that's gonna be it for this episode of Fixing Things, right? What did we want to get done today? We wanted to get the headboard area totally secured, and we wanted to cut the floor out so we can get it ready to drop on the me-haul truck. That's what we got done. So tomorrow's episode is we're going to be backing the me-haul truck up through here, and we're going to be cutting the floor out of it. And if we have time, that's a lot of work. I'll probably just time lapse that whole episode. Thanks for watching, guys. They just monetized me partially. I got I think $14 so far. Maybe after I download this one, they'll have some more. But thanks so much for watching this old man doing this stuff. I like doing this stuff, so I figured if I like doing it, I'm doing it just for me. I'm not doing it for no one else. All these things, oh man, your content. You got to do it for everybody else, man. I'm just doing this. This is my project, and I'm just inviting you guys to watch it. And I do thank you guys. I got some loyal people. A lot of them are the ones that are in my barber shop, and they come up, man, I seen your episode, man. You do crazy stuff. Look at my face. Whew. So I got my other day off is tomorrow. My wife has to go to work. Look at that thing. It's right. It's right. We also got the supports up there welded in. From the factory, that thing wasn't even right. We straightened out the headache rack right there on the back. That's straightened out. It's a good episode. I don't know what it's going to turn out to be, but I got a lot of work done today. Hey, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. My hair isn't right, my face isn't right, but look at how much work I got done. That's a lot for an old man. That's a lot for an old man. Got the bed hanging out right there. I guess I'm gonna have to make me a run to the scrap metal yard. Give me some dollars for all my scrap metal. I'll see you next time on Fixing Things with Pastor Bill. Hey man, like and subscribe. Subscribe. Graciously, thank you. God bless you. Yeah, that thing is awesome. Look. The me-haul truck is gonna be right. All right, I like that. I had people saying, hey, when are you gonna work back on the me-haul truck? This is the me-haul truck. There's the other me-haul truck. I drove it today. Had to get it out of the way so my wife can cut grass. All right, God bless each and every one of you. I appreciate it.